Visual Gallery podcast taking off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Nick Reese, aka ReeseVisualz.
It's your boy GmarksGallery.
And we're here today with, you know what I'm saying, with the famous Miss Dora, bro. Miss Dora. So we appreciate you for having, you know what I'm saying, taking your time out your day for coming to do our first episode of the Visual Gallery podcast. Many more to come forward, you know.
First of many.
Definitely first of many.
Love it.
Definitely first of
Love
many.
it. Thank you for having
So
me.
how's your day? Like, you know what I'm saying, how you been? Like, how's your day going?
Busy. Nick, you know it's always busy. Stop playing.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah, I know you be a working person, though, for sure. Like, so like about that. So tell us about, like, you know what I'm saying, what you do on a daily. You know what I'm saying. What's your day-to-day schedule? What's your average schedule?
So of course I am the new owner of ReeseVisualz. So we currently have 3 locations. So we have 3 locations. So it's just maintaining those locations, maintaining the employees, managing the employees, and then of course maintaining the other 2 locations, which is, you know, in the Virginia Beach area. And then of course I'm still a photographer.
Okay.
So I'm running my wedding business, and then I'm a mom and a wife, and yeah, you know
That's
what I'm saying?
pretty dope.
Yeah,
So what was that feeling like? You know what I'm saying. You came to, because before ReeseVisualz was ran by, like, you know what I'm saying, someone else, and I know when you came in, you was like, oh, some got to change. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Like, what was that feeling of like rebuilding?
Yeah. So the previous owners did a pretty good job with the foundation, right? So like with the bones of the business, it was pretty much just coming in and kind of like just taking my own spin on things. It's pretty much the same foundation. The bones are still the same. It was just more of like aesthetic. Yeah, it wasn't really like the operations. The operations is pretty much the same. It was just the aesthetics, like just doing little things that I thought would be a vibe in the studio for the younger crowd that comes here. And then aesthetically changing the other locations, just trying to get another clientele over there as well. Just cleaning some things up. But the bones was there. You know, it was easy just to like hop in.
You shot in this joint before, right, Mark?
Yeah.
Like, how did you feel? Like,
My experience, the first time I shot here, you weren't the owner, so I mean, it was cool. It wasn't like how it is now. I feel like when I come here, I don't gotta shoot. Like, I've been here a couple times and not shot, and it was just a vibe. Like, just the employees.
Yeah, just chilling. Yeah. I kind of wanted that way.
like them cookout vibes.
Yeah,
Like,
the art, definitely cookout vibe.
Yeah.
The artwork on the walls. I like the artwork,
Oh, we have some
especially
more
in the
coming.
bathroom. Like, that's on this top.
Yeah,
bro, you got to get a shoot in here, bro, so you can be on.
I'm about to shoot in here.
Notables wall.
The 23rd. Catch me in here the 23rd shoot, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
But how long have you been a photographer?
So professionally, and I always say professionally because Nick knows I'm about business. So since 2015, as a legal functioning operation in Virginia State. So since 2015. But you know, when I was in high school, I dibbled and dabbled. For me, high school and photography was film. It wasn't digital.
Yeah, y'all had the process, or what is it?
What is it?
What is it? The fact that we all photographers develop. We had to develop it.
I used to take that class. It would be dark.
The dark room, yes. Like, I still edit in the dark.
For real?
I feel like that's a vibe, though.
Yeah,
that's a vibe.
What place
Especially
you shoot?
in the coffee shop. I go to the coffee shop. I feel like I'm a coffee shop kind of vibe guy.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why the lab is dark. You know, that's why I try to create that too.
Usually that's what times like Isaiah, he really do edit in the dark.
Turn the lights off.
Yeah.
Everything else, like the mats and stuff, glow. So you could just kind of have like that
That's
vibe.
tough.
I want that to be that.
Yeah, so I remember, like, you know, though, we go way back, you know what I'm saying? So I remember, like, my first time coming to Norfolk State, like, literally, like, I was 2 weeks into the semester. I'm fresh. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, who I know. Like, I was just trying to get my photography off.
Right.
So I just remember, you know what I'm saying, how it was for a class assignment. As a matter of fact, Spartan Seminar, bro. Like, Spartan Seminar, like, I was going down the list, and they was like, yeah, you got to go to a business observer. I'm like, bro, I don't know these lists, bro. So, like, it was literally crunch time for me to, like, submit something. So I'm like, let me check the list. Okay, Doorbro photography. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna just go to something that I like. You know what I'm saying? So I got in there, and then from that point on, it was just vibes, bro. Like all love. She showed me around the studio first day. I really appreciate you for that, honestly, because like
absolutely.
if it wasn't for you, you know what I'm saying? I can be honest, it wasn't for you to like establish me in that space, I wouldn't be like where I am today. Like literally when I posted her, like everybody was like, "Yo, you shoot?" Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
Like, yeah,
I
like,
didn't know that.
yeah, like people like,
Okay,
"You
that's
shoot?"
cool.
I'm like, "Yeah, I shoot." You know what I'm saying? So that's from going on. Like clientele has just been
Perfect.
through the roof. But
Perfect.
like I said, I like the DB studio. Like you should go in there too, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's
vibes.
nice.
Where's
So-
that?
That one's near Top Golf in Virginia
Yeah,
Beach.
shout that out. Yeah.
Yeah, Top Golf in Virginia Beach, on Greenwich Road, Greenwich, whichever how you want to say it. I'm from New York, so we say Greenwich. Yeah, it's over there. That space is a little bit bigger. It's cozy, more feminine colors and stuff like that. But definitely, if you have female clients, it kind of will make them a little bit more comfortable, and that's always like key. And you want your clients to feel comfortable. But yeah, that studio is nice. That studio is now opening under the Renaissance umbrella, so it is a vibe over there too.
So I got a question for you.
Of course.
As an entrepreneur, well, you kind of like, I didn't know you, but I've been looking for you ever since every time I come in here, I look for you. I'm like, damn, where she at? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Like literally, you're never here.
You not.
Every time he shows up, you're
I'm like,
just
hey, where
leaving.
she at? I didn't even know what you looked like until today. Nick sent me your Instagram today.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
So
I've been hiding because I was kind of sick.
Yeah. She was.
I understand.
Yeah, she was.
But as an entrepreneur, like, how did you find out that this is something that you want to do, like, as far as own your own studio?
That's a good question. So photography wasn't for me. And when I seen his questions, I was like, oh, I'm so not a photographer. But photography for me was just another skill set, to be honest with you. It wasn't, oh, I love photography. Yeah, when I was younger and going, in high school, black and white, photography was like a thing to do and all that kind of stuff. But learning photography in like around 2015 was more of a skill set. So it was like, okay, I love business, all kinds of business, and I can feel like I can take water and sell that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I was like, but dang, like, I gotta pay somebody to take the pictures? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, from a marketing standpoint, you need good visuals, right?
That's true.
And I was like, I'm gonna learn this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so actually, I was in the Navy, and actually two guys from my command was the ones that inspired me and my little sister to get more into photography and learning, because they were making money as a side hustle while they were in the Navy. And I was like, wait a second. I found my money. And so when I got out, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it serious. My husband bought me a camera. I'm a mom, so I started taking photos of the boys. And then I actually went back to school. So my first degree is in business, and then I went back to school and used my GI Bill, because I joined the military after, I went to school and had a child. So I took my GI Bill, and I went to the Art Institute. And I actually delved into it. And it was more for networking. Obviously, you could go on YouTube University and learn all the things, but that will never negate the people you meet along the way. Yeah, and so
I feel like that's like an important part of the journey.
Yeah, right. College, that is like people's like, you don't have to go to college anymore, and that's absolutely true. But the people you meet in college,
that's a whole
different thing.
I be trying to tell people that, like, I mean, even if you don't want to go, I should say like try it, or at least
I
go visit.
Too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Me personally, I compare it to like college and the military, low key kind of
same thing.
Yep. Y'all know they be staying in like the barracks and stuff.
Yep, absolutely same thing. So, and I did both, right?
Yeah.
So I did both. So it's absolutely the same thing. The same. You have to get out of your parents' house and go try to live. And
go explore.
Yeah.
Live life on your own for a little bit.
What? I'm telling you, bro.
Wash your own clothes. Try to cook something.
Try to cook. Look, you buy food every
No,
day.
for real, bro. Like trying to
calf clothes.
No, I just bought groceries today, bro. Like my mom was like, "Yeah, go ahead, the cart, put whatever you want." Yeah, I'll take that to my advantage.
whatever you
I'm
want.
tired of spending money on food, but I swear I am.
So that's where the entrepreneurship thing came. As far as like photography, entrepreneurship has always been in my soul. Mm-hmm. I actually, my first university that I went to, entrepreneurship was my major. That was my major when I took business. So that was like my concentration in business, and then my concentration was in entrepreneurship. So that's always been in my blood. When I was little, my father was a truck driver, and he used to drive for like a sugar company, and he would bring home like, I don't know if when M&M peanut butter first came out, or little snacks like that, because the company was the one that drove that stuff to the next to different states and stuff. And I will sell that joint on a stoop
So
in
you
New
was selling
York.
free candy like that's.
It wasn't free. You had
So
to pay.
you been
when you-
hustling.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you-
Yeah, I've been hustling.
You been
Nah,
hustling.
that's tough though.
Nah.
That's great.
Look,
yeah.
that's I sold candy in high school though.
Yeah.
Hey, nah, like middle school, yeah, I definitely sold like a couple Skittle bags here and
Yeah.
there.
They be trying
Like,
to
yeah.
teachers be trying to finesse though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
they trying to
They
tell
hate.
you on some. I'm
They
like,
hate
bro.
in school.
Nah, for
My
real.
son tried to do that. He was selling for a minute.
And then they tried to take his
they,
candy.
They shut him down.
Yeah, they shut me down too.
Yeah,
Like,
them
Yeah,
haters.
they definitely came to my locker one day. I was like making a transaction, bro. They was like, Mr. Reese, what are you doing? I'm
We was
like,
acting like it was drugs. Right?
yeah, like
Right.
look, so like when you try to do the right thing or something positive, like it's like somebody always gonna try to stop it. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
So that's about, yeah, man.
Society wants to be worker
Yeah.
bees and not like leaders or
Yeah.
like entrepreneurs. That's not a common thing nowadays. It is, especially with COVID. Everybody realized like, wait a second, bread wasn't coming in from a company.
Yeah.
Right.
How you gonna get bread, right?
They're
Right.
out there unemployed.
A lot of people became entrepreneurs during COVID.
They
Nigga
definitely,
Reese, nigga, this is nigga Reese.
That
Mr.
was
Nigga Reese
illegal.
for you.
Okay.
man.
But everybody tried to get bread during COVID, so everybody jumped onto the entrepreneurship, and it's
Yeah.
dope. It's
I
kind of
think-
dope. It's
yeah,
about.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when COVID hit, and I'm not gonna lie. When I was working at Walmart, I knew I didn't want to work there no more. Like I was using that excuse, like, yeah, it's COVID. Like I don't want to keep being
Yeah.
around people. So my sister has a clothing brand. Shout out to More to Life Clothing for her. So yeah, like she had a clothing brand, and like ever since then, like she inspired me. Like since what 8th grade. Like then when COVID hit, that's when I knew, like, all right, I'm gonna do some clothes. But
Yeah.
of course, when I'm doing clothes, you got to reinvest the money that you're making back into the business. See, me, I was getting that joint spending. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was just spending it like every chance I get, and I'm really like, dang, I ain't got nothing else to. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But then it was just that. But you know what I'm saying? It's just when you making that type of money, like it's good to you got to reinvest. Like they always say, you
Absolutely.
got to reinvest in your business. That's what I'm learning now. Like with this camera
Yes.
stuff, like everything that I done made so far is an investment.
Yeah.
And it's always like, if I do the investment, I'm getting it right back.
Right.
That's how
Especially
my
in this
mindset.
industry.
Yeah, not for
Yeah.
real. Cause I ain't like the camera industry is broad. Like I never
Yes.
thought how broad it was
Yeah.
until literally I got to Norfolk State. Like
Yeah.
it really can't take you so
You
long.
guys need
Yeah.
to do workshops and conferences. You'll open your eyes even more. I do them every year. I do at least one a minimum every year.
So like a conference like out of state that
Oh
you
yes,
travel to.
absolutely.
So where's the furthest you traveled for a conference?
I mean,
'Cause you be traveling.
yeah, Vegas.
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 Yeah,
That's tough.
Vegas
Yeah.
holds like most of them actually.
Well, Mark, look like we gotta go to Vegas,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
We outta
No,
here.
for real.
You have to. So WPPI is in Vegas, and that's the Wedding and Portrait conference. And then you meet people that don't look like you too in photography, and so you get to learn things from other people. And then you have dope, like PPA. You guys are still students. You can volunteer and actually attend them for free, as long as you work them. But then they have downtime where you can go and learn from the different, presenters. I did that when I was in the Art Institute. Even though I wasn't a full-fledged adult with children, like I learned, like, you know what I'm saying? And I went when I was in college again, and I went as a student volunteer. They pay for your hotel, they give you a little stipend, and you go and learn from other people. It's pretty dope. You guys can actually still do that. They do it every single year.
Definitely gotta look
No,
into
yeah,
that.
just go on ppa.com. Yeah.
Cause it's just some stuff I'm still trying to
that.
learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That we got it down pat to the T, but it's always good to be.
Yeah,
a
it's.
student.
a
I feel like
network.
it's always more to learn because if you wasn't on this podcast today, we wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Literally.
Right.
That's why I'm
right.
glad we had you on the first
Yeah, for
episode.
sure.
I knew you was gonna drop gems, yo. Like I'm already
Yes.
knowing. Like
PPA.com for all you student photographers and just content creators, whoever. Like, it's free. You sign up and they literally pay for your hotel and food, I believe, like a stipend. All you gotta do is get there, and it's usually somewhere dope, like San Antonio, Nashville. You know what I'm saying? And you
y'all
meet
hear that?
people.
Y'all
Make
heard
sure
it here
y'all
first.
hit it here first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying PPA.com.
Yeah, and that's Professional Photographers of America.
Got you.
And they also offer insurance, like
Yeah.
on your equipment. So if something breaks, it's cheap.
Need that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
need those
For
need
sure.
those back ends.
I've used them quite a few times.
I had went to Florida and shot at the game, or Norfolk State versus Miami game, or it was a tournament. But I ended up dropping my camera, and I was like, "Yo,
You were stressed, weren't you?
yeah, a little bit, because it's
Yeah.
like it's a little off hinge a little bit."
Yeah.
So
They pay for that.
yeah,
They pay to get it fixed or whatever, as long as you show them that whatever the receipt is or whatever the cost of it is, they'll pay for it.
All right. So going forward, you know what I'm saying? What's in store? Like what's new? What we got coming up? You know what I'm saying? Business wise, life in general. Like what's the 411?
So just making what I currently have better. Just changing some things in Renaissance, adding some things in Renaissance. But on the entrepreneurial scale, waiting for my husband to retire.
That should be exciting.
Oh yeah, 18 months.
I know y'all gonna be traveling
18
even
months
more.
is right around the corner.
No, that literally is right around the corner.
Yeah, literally 18 months from March. So waiting for him to retire, so that'll be super exciting to have him home more.
I know y'all throwing a party. Got to.
Oh no, he want to go to Japan. That's better than a
tough.
party.
Japan.
Yeah, way better than
That's
a party.
different.
Yep. And then for me, and under the Dora Bro and Enterprise or Empire or whatever, I'm going into product next, and so I'll be doing like a fashion forward line of camera products for women. So that's down the pipeline, as well as getting into education, teaching creatives how not to be a starving artist. And so that's kind of like my mission now. You know, like if I would have kind of known before when I was like in high school into the arts that I can actually make a living and actually can hit that 6-figure mark or whatever the case may be, I wouldn't have gone in the military. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have chosen a different path.
Right.
Even though that path got me here today. But if I was a young person to know that and be inspired by that I can make a living doing what I love, that's kind of like my mission now.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. Man, you dropped some gems today, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Like that's why I'm glad we had you on this first episode. For sure. You done taught me some new things.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't gonna lie.
For sure.
Like
Yep.
I definitely want to talk to you. Yeah, for sure. I want to get some.
What y'all
pick your
Hang
brain
out
up a
at
little bit.
Renaissance.
told you, man, go get that out, man. We fucking man.
If we had more room in here, I would do like a lounge area. But it's like, where would I put it?
Where would you?
I say you just buy the whole building.
Bro, talking about another step on like the totem pole, something under my belt is to buy a building, right? I don't own this building, but to buy a building to have for creatives, that would be so freaking dope.
That would change the whole culture.
The whole Virginia, bro.
Nah, for real. That would change
that would be
everything.
fire.
For real, I actually follow a young lady, and she has her own studio, like big, major studio, and they actually like shoot movies in her studio. She only 21, 22 years old.
Yeah, see, that's fire. Look, anybody who's listening to this young people's podcast, you know what I'm saying, Visual Gallery, y'all want to help us to invest in a building for creatives? I'm down
Y'all
for
tap
it.
in,
Probably
man.
could win a grant for that, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It could be like a
real.
little.
Let's put that on our
non-profit.
vision
Nah,
board.
we
You
gonna
know,
put
you
that-
gotta
for sure.
put,
That would be
you gotta
got
put it,
to-
you gotta
gotta
write
put it
that
up there,
down and
bro.
stamp
Gotta put it up
it.
there, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, a freaking building for creatives in the Hampton Roads area. That would be so dope.
That's my goal.
Yeah.
Like, we all talk about this. We talk about studios every day,
for
but like that's
sure.
really my goal. Like
That's why I was so that's why I wanted to see you so bad.
Yeah.
Because I want to start I want to do a Renaissance, but in my city.
Okay.
Like we don't have nothing like that.
Yeah. So that's one of my other things too. I want to franchise Renaissance.
For real.
Yeah, it's in the works. But I have
That'll
to.
be tough.
Yeah.
That'll be tough.
Yeah.
Big plans, big
shoot,
big plans in store.
Renaissance, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
I got one more question.
Yeah,
for you.
of
This
course.
one, I feel like this is something
It's
that
like the meaty question.
something that the people need, the youth need, or young adults need. You said you had a couple other businesses, and I understand like how being an entrepreneur is. It's hit or miss. Like you could either be successful or you'll fail, which is inevitable. Failure is inevitable. We're gonna
Right.
fail. How did you bounce back from your failures? And what kept you motivated?
Bouncing back from my failures, I'm not afraid. So I've never been one to be afraid of failure. I've always been like, all right, that ain't work, I'm gonna do something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've never been afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of failure. You have, like you said, it's inevitable. So don't get discouraged. Have great people, you know, on your team, on your side. My husband is amazing. He's like, all right, well, what you want to do next? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
you want to do that? All right, well, you know.
That's
And my
love.
kids be like, all right, mom, what we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So having people on your side, whether it's your parents, whether it's your significant other, your spouse, or whatever, just having someone that's in your corner, like, yes, you can do it, whatever, let's do it. Like, so I've always had amazing people that believe in me. And then, what was the other question?
And What kept you going?
My kids keep me going, right? So it's like my son, when he walked in here, to see his face light up was like, Ma, you got a podcast room? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that motivates me because they like, you know, I'm like they're kind of they're superhero, right? And it's like, that's dope for me. If no one else cares, my kids care.
For sure.
Yeah, that's all that matters to me.
All that matters.
So that's kind of what keeps me motivated. With all of that, it's my family. Like he kind of been around with Malay and seeing my kids and stuff. My family is my everything. I could care less about everybody else, and that's just facts. Like I could literally care less about everybody else. And maybe that comes with age, or my family is huge. Like my family unit, my husband's family unit, we all grew up with like we're big on family, and so that's what keeps me motivated. Keep doing this. Letting them see me succeed will allow them to know that they can succeed in whatever it is. If you want to be a gamer, bro, what we doing to be a gamer? Would you need me to get you some streaming equipment? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing?
Be the best at that.
Yeah, be the best at whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what we doing? What you need? You need some camera equipment? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, my family. Yeah, it's my motivation.
That's love. Shoot, y'all heard it from Miss Dora Bro herself, man. You know,
appreciate you for coming on the GmarksGallery.
This was a vibe. You gotta be up in a podcast room.
For real, I'm trying to tell you, because I'm trying to get these on started, man.
Yes.
But yeah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in for the Visual Gallery podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm your boy Nick Reese, aka ReeseVisualz.
It's your boy Marcus at GmarksGallery.
And
we out.
Deuces.